Yes, and just before drive you can find out how our backpackers are doing in Across the Line. Back to tonight, and now on 2 we welcome the return of the wackier than ever crew of Don't Feed the Gondolas.
I can't be absolutely sure.
There is nothing wrong with America, Lord.
Calm down. Good evening and welcome to another attempt to suck more advertising cash out of Don't Feed the Gondolas. It's been a week in which rock superstar Bono made the shock claim that he's in fact from a deprived background and spent most of his youth in Finglas riding horses. He's actually written several songs about this period, including the unreleased track People Point at Me and Say, There Goes a Horse with Two Arseholes. With the lovely Brendan O'Connor tonight, a pro-cannabis campaigner who has expended considerable effort in trying to get himself into prison, an aim he finally achieved at the end of last year. Unfortunately, it wasn't for possession of cannabis, but for littering, though he swears he was really stoned at the time. It's our old pal, Ming the Merciless. And joining the gorgeous Dara Briain, one of the few men in history to actually get some money out of Charles Haughey rather than the other way around. It's Tony Gregory. Keen as ever to introduce innovations to this programme. Our first round is exactly the same as it was before. Props in the news is what it's called, and sure, why not? The teams get props referring to one of the week's news stories. They must guess what that story is in an ironic and self-satisfied manner. Dara and Tony, what have you got?
Before actually I show the props, I just have to say, because this is the first time this has happened on the show, that Tony Gregory, it should be known in a past life, was a teacher in my school. Right, now normally there's a guest here beside me, I can chat with them, you know, mano a mano. But right now I'm just going, I'm Mr. Gregory, so do you want to answer the question, so? You were always the funny teacher, so we always liked you. The props, incidentally, are priest vestments and what looks like an old microscope. Have some description?
Well, the Pope's probably trying to discover why so many priest housekeepers are getting pregnant these days.
Really?
Well, that's the obvious
it's a tough
answer.
Question to answer that one, isn't it? Yeah, oh, sorry, you're great, so you're your favourite teacher, right?
Good answer, so, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely so. Yeah, I know we never laugh behind his back or anything. Or to his face. But no, it's scientific, all right. But I think it's actually because priests' numbers are falling. What they've done now is they've managed to find a mosquito trapped in amber that actually has ancient priest DNA in its life, from which they can clone priests to fill the vestments, right? And they're going to have a big park, right, where you can go and you can see priests in their natural habitat. And if the priests are hiding too much, what they do is they chain a housekeeper into a clearing, right? And then they tempt the priests out, right? For the big ones, like the Tyrannosaurus Rex priest, they have to chain an American divorcee out there, and then maybe the priests come out. I've no name for it yet, but that's the only way they're getting numbers into the priesthood.
Well, that's pretty much it, really. I'll give you 2 points. That's pretty much correct. Well, sort of correct, but I'm feeling generous at the moment. The microscope is obviously for DNA, and the collar is for a priest. The answer is, in fact, Ross Hamilton, who this week had to go to court to prove that he is the son of singing priest Father Michael Cleary. As a result, he will now inherit Father Cleary's estate of £100,000. I tell you, a few bob in the bank, a guitar and a uniform. No wonder the chicks all liked him. You know what I'm saying? Now, despite the public outrage within the priesthood, it is secretly regarded as a badge of honour to have sired children. Every year, priests with kids meet in secret to sing their kinky sex anthem, Bound Together in Love. You could have been knocked down with the amount of testosterone there, really, you know.
That was back in the 80s, which was the era of the stadium priest, and it all got a bit crazy, you know, touring all the big venues. They've cut back a lot now, and they're touring much more intimate venues now. And gone more acoustic.
Eamon Casey used to release a load of doves at the end of every mass. Stand with one foot on the podium going, yeah. Wrap around shades, the whole lot, like, yeah.
Then again, of course, sometimes these news reports can get it badly wrong. We now have a piece of VT that dates from a few years ago when the radical gay rights group Outrage staged a protest outside Tony Gregory's house in the mistaken belief that he was a homosexual.
I don't know, I had an experience in Mount Joy that Ming, I think, would have enjoyed.
Were you in the treatment wing?
No, I went in to watch a video.
Really? What kind of a video?
In the video room. Oh, it wasn't your type.
Well, you're not trying to better yourself pumping weights all the time. Sitting around watching videos.
No, but
you're supposed to come out with tattoos and muscles and get them back.
Sitting in the video room, just breathing in the air, you suddenly discovered you were getting high, you know? There's so many people smoking dope.
Did you try and lead a march on the video room? Get some other like-minded anti-drugs prisoners with you. Lead a torchlit march on the video room, like I said.
Okay, moving swiftly on. Ming and Brendan, what have you got? Oh, stop.
We have a picture of Kenneth Williams. And we have a builder's helmet, or a hard hat. And we have a board game called Mr. Mouth. Product placement there. Mr. Mouth will be sold out everywhere tomorrow.
I think I know what it is.
What could it be?
I think Mr. Mouth refers to Mr. Mouth himself, P. Flynn, and I think obviously the gay burn thing implies that it's about him talking on the Late Late Show, and this is about basically the special prison for politicians they're building in Castlebar. And
or about him being dropped on his head as a child.
It's about P. Flynn, I think. Yeah, it's sort of obvious.
P. Flynn, like, it was incredible. He must have been on cocaine or something. Came on the Late Late Show and said, I've got loads of money and 4 houses. I've got 3 wives, 1 in Brussels, 1 in Dublin, and 1 in Castlebar.
It's virtue.
And by the way, there's one guy in the whole world who could jeopardize all this for me. He could really shaft me in a tribunal. His name is Gil Martin, and I'd just like to say to him now, live on TV, Gil Martin, you're crazy, and your wife is a sick, sick woman.
Well, we got it pretty much on the head there. Of course, this does refer to what is the biggest story of the last fortnight. The allegations that... refers to it, yes. That's a French word.
What does that mean?
The European Commissioner Pádraig Flynn received £50,000 from property developer Tom Gilmartin. Commissioner Flynn has since received legal advice to stay silent on the matter, mainly because whenever he opens his mouth, complete shite comes out of it. However, many claim that Commissioner Flynn is innocent, pointing to the fact that he is already a wealthy man who doesn't need 50 grand. Indeed, his lifestyle is so opulent, he hasn't performed ordinary domestic chores for years. What we have now is secret footage of the first time Pádraig Flynn learned to use a pair of scissors. An event he found so exciting, he invited all his yachting chums to a huge party to celebrate. Cutting up, the points are that Dara's team got 2 points and Brendan's team got 2 points. When we return after the break, Tony Gregory lists his 10 hottest doll chicks. Back here in 2 minutes.
Great, I'd love to. There's an amazing new shampoo that gives your hair life and volume, even without blow drying it. New generation Wash and Go. Now with added volumizers that leaves your hair just amazing, full of life and body. So now all you have to do is dry it.
New generation wash and go. It's the future.
Chocolate brownies. What did they think of next?
Why can't you look and see
Could I see your papers, please?
what's really happening to me?
Mind stepping out of the car, sir?
Everybody else seems to know
Could you open the trunk, please?
can be.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
Why can't you look and
In Morgedal, Norway, the people shared a dream that one man among them, Sondre Norheim, could fly. So together they dedicated themselves to an original idea. At Bulmer's, we still do.
The Cores. The Cores live at Lansdowne Road. Tickets on sale this Saturday. Their only Irish concert, Summer '99. Tickets on sale this Saturday.
Welcome back. A quick bit of religious news now. This week, President Mary McAleese met the Pope, despite rumours that he was already dead. Apparently, the rumours started with the pontiff himself. When he met the president, he took one look at her and screamed, "Oh no, I've gone to hell!" Time now for a State of the Nation, where we test how much in tune our contestants are with the average dead Pope on the street. This week, we visited the Chocolate Box of Ireland.
Yes, this week we're in the village of Avoca, County Wicklow, which is of course also the location for Ballykiss Angel. And the reason why we've come down here is because Father Ted Star Ardlo O'Hanlon says that Ballykiss Angel is too much like a chocolate box. To cope with the huge traffic problems in Avoca, locals use this dog as a roundabout. The village of Avoca has been accused of being full of diddly-diddle Irish cliches. And what could be more of an Irish cliche than this? The Greek Vine Bistro, slap bang in the middle of the village. All Irish villages have, of course, their own unique features, and Avoca is no exception. Avoca is the site of the only butcher shop on wheels.
Okay, that was Avoca. So we'll start off with Tony. Right. Your question concerns, of course, Beverly Cooper Flynn, who we've mentioned already. The question we asked was, this week, Beverly Cooper Flynn voted against the government. Would it have helped if they'd slipped her a few bob beforehand? We asked this man, did he say, A, she can pull what she wants, B, you want a piece of me, TV boy, or C, a man can get fierce lonely out here in the woods, night after night, all alone. Say, young fella, got any pornography?
I don't know, it reminds me of the Beverly Hillbillies. Or, you know, when you were asking the question there, it reminded me of the model that wouldn't get out of bed for less than 10 grand. And as we all know, Beverly's a class act, so she probably wouldn't do it for less than 50.
You'd pay her 50 grand to get out of your bed.
Under what possible circumstances
could that
Beverly
happen?
Cooper
Yes.
Flynn and Ming the Merciless be sharing a bed? I just can't.
So, Tony, what do you reckon that man said?
Oh, I'll go for B.
You go for B. You want a piece of me, TV boy. Let's look at the VT
You know
and find
country
out.
people
You
so
don't get out of
well.
Dublin much, do you? How's it going? We'll just ask you. Can I ask you a quick question?
Tell me you're right. No, this now to tell you now where I'm.
Well, that's the general idea, really. No?
That's just I'm Moncrieff.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How's it going? It's just a quick question.
Just a quick question.
It's just this.
It's going to be a broadcast.
Well, I don't know. No, I don't know. It's just that this week Beverly Cooper Flynn voted against the government.
Which is 100% right.
Do you think it would have helped if they'd slipped her a few bob beforehand?
But if I'd have had my choice, I'd have given her a few bob.
How much would you have given her?
Depends what it'd be worth like.
What would you expect for a few bob?
Well, a pint or two maybe, you never know.
So you'd like Beverly to pull you a few pints?
Well, as soon as you put it that way now, you would pull what you liked.
Pull what you liked. Oh. So, no points for that. Secondly, Dara, your question is this. Ireland is thought of as a country full of small, beardy men with pots of gold. With that in mind, do you think Bono would make a good marshal for the Paddy's Day parade? We asked this man. Did he say A, who's Bono? B, I'm just visiting here, but I'd murder a kebab. Where's the Greek quarter? Or C, Bono, that's a girl's name. Now, Rupert, that's a name you can grapple with.
I'm going to go for answer A on that one.
You go for answer A. Let's have a look at the VT and find out.
Ireland is known as a country full of little men with beards who have pots of gold. With that in mind, do you think that Bono would make a good Grand Marshal for this year's St. Patrick's Day parade?
No idea. Who's Bono?
Have you heard of U2?
No.
They're a pop group. Apparently they're rather popular.
No, I'm not into that sort of music.
After that, he was enveloped in a strange light, and then he just disappeared from the street. So, no points for that. Oh, you do get a point for that. Sorry, you get 2 points for that, indeed. Brendan, you get the Ballykiss Angel question, which is this. This week, Ardal O'Hanlon said Ballykiss Angel was like a chocolate box. Can you name any brand of chocolate which depicts a priest shagging a barmaid? We asked this man. Did he say A, Cadbury's Dairy Milk? B, Jesus, that didn't make the chocolate all sticky, like, you know. Or C, please take me with you. This town is full of slack-jawed troglodytes with unnatural appetites. I'm afeard for my laugh, I tell you.
Yeah, it's great to see Ardal O'Hanlon standing up fearlessly against Paddy Wackery, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
He's really upset about the way Ballykiss Angel is giving a false image of Ireland, when everybody knows that Ireland is a place where 3 priests live together on an island, and one of them makes a stupid face at the other 2, and the other guy says drink.
You don't like that show, do you?
Oh, I do. So, having said all that, I'd say answer B.
Answer B. Let's have a look at the VT and find out.
This week, Father Ted star Ardal O'Hanlon said that Ballykiss Angel was like a chocolate box.
Like a chocolate?
Like a chocolate box. Can you think of any brands of chocolate that depict a priest shagging a barmaid?
Cadbury's Dairy Milk.
Why not? He didn't even blink. Oh, Cadbury's Dairy Milk. Sure, everyone around here knows that. He was kind of looking at you condescendingly, as if you were a bit stupid for not knowing that the big rose on the front of Cadbury's Dairy Milk is actually a priest shagging a barmaid.
It is, if you look hard enough. Okay, Ming, finally, your question concerns...
We went into the pub, then I'll tell you, I don't know how them fellas getting TV. They haven't a clue.
Ming, your question concerns the good news this week for Michel de Bruyne. So the question we asked was, this week scientists claim that Michel de Bruyne's urine sample could have been tampered with using boiling water. Does this mean Michelle has finally parted with the steam of her piss? We asked this man... There he is again. I didn't shake hands with him, I've got to tell you that. Did he say A, Michel de Bruyne's pissed? No, there's a strange coincidence. B, I don't need any drugs to enhance my performance. Know what I mean, girls? Or C, sorry, I've been drinking my own urine and I've gone blind. It's much of a muchness there, I got to tell you.
No, it's obviously B.
Obviously B.
Absolutely no reason whatsoever. I don't know.
You just
it's
know
B, yes.
you by the
definitely
by the
B.
look of him from the back. It was definitely B.
You're going for A.
I didn't say anything.
I'm sticking with B.
You're sticking with B. Yeah. Okay, B. So you reckon he said I don't need any drugs to enhance my performance? Let's have a look at the VT and find out.
This week, a scientist claimed that Michelle de Bruyn's urine sample could have been tampered with using boiled water. Do you think this means that Michelle has been robbed of the steam of her piss?
I don't know. This morning. I think myself, she's listening to beauty, and they're all jealous of her. British bastards being jealous and all that sort of thing. Put that in there as well. What do you call them? How are you going, Ollie? How are you?
That poor bastard.
So,
poor man.
Basically, that was a bit of a trick question, seeing we had absolutely no idea what he was saying at all. So, we'll give the 2 points
one conclusion we can draw from that there is that it's still Christmas in Avoca.
Yes, it is, yes. Every day is Christmas in Avoca.
Did you see the tree?
Yeah.
That was your man's wedding.
So, after all that eloquence, the scores are that Dara's team got 2 points and Brendan's team got 2 points.
Yeah.
Seeing it's the end of the programme, it's only appropriate that we should have our final round, 60 seconds of facts. I'll each team a minute's worth of questions about the week's events. They get a point for the right answer, or 2 if they can get a laugh out of the studio audience. Dara and Tony, your 60 seconds of facts starts now. The quality and quantity of men's sperm is said to be at its greatest during what?
When Ann Doyle's on TV.
Late afternoon is the actual answer. I'll give points for that, though. The Partnership 2000 report has recommended that there should be tax relief for what?
Massage parlours.
No, I meant tax relief.
Children under 5 is the actual answer. A mother in Norway is facing jail for naming her son what?
P. Flynn.
Moncrieff is Norwegian for elk poo.
Really? I didn't know that. Sean Elk Poo. Hello. Geisha is the actual answer. Richard Gere has apparently upset his neighbours by placing what on the top of his house?
He's a big statue of a gerbil in a mining gear.
A wooden hut is the actual answer. Ireland will lose out more than most when the EU bans the sale of what?
Viagra.
Irish language pornography.
Duty free is the actual answer. Michelle de Bruyn has revealed that the childhood idol who most shaped her life was who?
Jim Morrison. Timothy Leary.
Ben Johnson.
Bono is the actual answer. So that's that. Brendan and Ming, yours.
Your big moment, Dara.
60 seconds, my whole. 30 seconds is fine.
I know, 30 seconds. I don't know. It was supposed to be 60 seconds. Wonky clock.
We'll have 60, please.
I've lasted 60 seconds in my time, and that was not 60 seconds.
Brendan and Ming, your 60 seconds of facts starts now. TV3 presenter Lorraine Keane has cancelled her upcoming what?
Career. Orgasm.
Nuptials, close enough. I'll give you 3 points for that. A survey released last week said that Irish women's favourite thing to do after sex was what?
Go into the jacks and finish themselves off.
Actual answer. Brendan O'Carroll is trying to persuade Sean Connery to do what?
Jerry Brown. Shaggy's wife.
A new film is the actual answer. Coronation Street actress Tina Hobley is having a what named after her in it?
A Hobley.
A street actually is the actual answer. Rod Stewart gets health guru to stretch and pull his what?
His wife.
His knob.
Knob always gets a laugh. Hair is the actual answer. Scientists have discovered that having sex makes you what?
Itchy.
Happy.
Yes. Eamon Dunphy. While a minister, Bertie Ahern never kept a what?
A lodge.
A diary is the actual answer. In the Dáil this week, Ivan Yates called Porrick Flynn a what?
Pillock.
A sissy. A spa.
A lame duck is the actual answer. The reports last week that guests on BBC's Vanessa show were what?
We're not dressing too sexy.
Were frauds was the actual answer.
Correct. You won't be replacing Larry Gogan and he's just a minute quiz anyway.
So after all that self-abuse, the final scores are that Dara's team got 11 points and Brendan's team got 11 points. It's actually a tie tonight. So well done. Thus ends 1/10 of the current season. Big love and thanks to Dara's guest, Tony Gregory. And with Brendan, complete with his decorative face rats, it's Ming the Merciless. And now a quick bit of housekeeping before we shoot off, if you pardon the expression. We do have a website at rte.ie, and currently we're inviting you, the viewer, to vote on who you think is the stupidest person in Ireland. You can vote for whoever you like, so please visit the website and cast your vote. We will announce the results at the end of this season in April and hopefully have the lucky winner on to collect their prize. Of course, if they actually agree to come on, then they really are the stupidest person in Ireland. As we go, though, back to that Pádraic Flynn controversy. Earlier on, I rang Pádraic Flynn's office in Brussels to lend him the support of a small village in the west of Ireland. Thanks for helping us feed the gondolas. Good night.
Commission européenne?
Hello, is that the European Commission?
Yes.
Could you put me through to Pádraic Flynn's office, please?
Commissioner Flynn's office?
Hello, is that Pádraic Flynn's office?
It is.
Hello, yes. I was just... is there somebody there who talks to members of the public? I'm just ringing from Ireland. I just wanted to register my...
I'm the Commissioner's private secretary.
Oh, right. Hello, right.
Yeah,
well, I'm ringing you from Ireland, actually.
Yes.
I'm ringing you from a little village in the west of Ireland called the Hasgraw.
Yes.
And I'm just ringing because I just wanted to register my support for Commissioner Flynn because I know he's having a very hard time.
Oh, you're very good.
At the moment, and they're saying he took £50,000 and it's rubbish, you know, so why would he? Sure, he wouldn't even need the money, the cash he's on already. That'd be a night's drinking for him. He wouldn't have to bother taking that sort of thing.
Well, you're very good to phone, and I'll certainly tell him.
Oh, that's good. Well, you see,
what's your name?
My name is Monica
Monica?
Lully. Loolly. And I'm ringing you from a little village in the west of Ireland called a Hasgraw.
Yeah.
Do you know a Hasgraw at all?
No, I don't. No.
Oh, it's just outside Ballinasloe. It's a little place. Now, I must say now, I'm just not ringing up just for myself.
I know.
Everybody else in the village, they're great supporters. You know the way they used to call him the Messiah?
Yeah.
Well, they still do down here.
They still
do. There's a woman, Mary McDoo. She's 3 doors down from me. She actually has a little shrine.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up now. She has a little shrine to Pádraic Flynn, and she's been lighting candles in front of it at the moment.
Yeah.
In fact, the parish priest is down and giving out to her about worshipping false gods and stuff like that at all, you know.
That's very good.
No, but she does really like him, and we do like him, and he's a very
we're all
good-looking
very
man.
fond of him here too.
And he's lovely hair as well. I know.
You're very good.
He's not them schley bald fellas. Actually, well, I went on to you now, because they were asking me to ask you this. Would there be any chance of getting a lock of his hair?
A lock of his hair?
No, I'm serious now. We have a taekwondo club here, and we're trying to raise money for it. We thought maybe we'd raffle a lock of his hair.
I'll go away.
No, seriously now, would there be any chance?
Well, I'll ask him. What's your address? And if
I'm just in Main Street, Ahascra, County Galway. That'd be it, really,
Main
you know.
Street, Ahascra, County Galway. Okay.
Would you give that a try, please? I'm
I will,
serious now.
I will, of course, Monica.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks a million now.
Right, not at all. Bye-bye.
Slán a bháil.
Yes, Slán.